This here, I have President Trump on Saturday praising Kash Patel for the remarkable speed in the bureau's identified captured Charlie Kirk's assassin, Tyler Robertson, 22 years old, which was nabbed in hometown of Washington, Utah, just 33 hours after he allegedly shot Kirk from a rooftop on a campus of Utah Valley University. So Trump's giving him credit. Kash is coming up here. His job is to show urgency with the fact that they caught somebody, to lower the temperature. Tom, their number one job right now as an administration is to lower the temperature. Number one. One thing goes wrong, it's over. By the way, you know how when you see these fires in California that happen, and it takes them weeks to try to stop the fires? And what happens? Imagine we are living at a time we have the most advanced technology ever. We have the most advanced tools ever. The fires are being done a mile away, 200 yards away from an ocean, and you can't stop the fire? If you thought for a second the wildfires in California were tough to stop, wait till you see what happens if something happens on the opposing side. This will be wildfires on steroids. Trust me. All they want to do right now is to show to the American people that they're under control and they got everything figured out. That is all they're trying to do. That is their number one job, to go out there and try to control this part. But what story were we just talking about, Tom, before you brought up Kash Patel?
George Zinn?
I feel like George Zinn. So I pulled up right now. I said, can you tell me the history about George Zinn? Rob, if you can go on ChatGPT and just ask, what do we know about George Zinn, the guy who kept screaming, shoot me at Charlie Kirk's event? 71 years old, from Utah. He's been known as Gadfly, is what many refer him to. His background and behavior history, long history of disruptions. He'd been arrested multiple times for actions at public events dating back decades, these including trespassing, protesting, and causing disruptions. 2013 bomb threat. In that year, he made a bomb threat targeting Salt Lake City Marathon, which resulted in a year in prison. That's this guy. Mental health concerns. Legal officials have described him as odd and have recommended mental health evaluations in the past, though he has largely resisted or ignored them. Local familiarity. Many in Utah recognize him immediately after Charlie Kirk shooting. He's known for showing up at nearly every kind of political gatherings. That's what this guy's known for. So I don't know if he's a disruptor or if he's anything or not. Here's all I will tell you.
What he does.
You know, when I'm by the way, when I said, who's the guy in the back? Who is this? And who is that guy? People started messaging me. That's a friend. That's a pastor. That's the same guy that was protecting the president. I've been on calls with a bunch of people that are trying to give me the insight from the back on Intel, calling me, Pat, we want to kind of give you a little bit more insight on what's going on. I got a call right after this podcast to talk to a few different people to see what's going on. I trust that they're moving quickly to get answers to these questions. But one guy connects me and he says, why is it that if you got people on rooftops and you got a guy like Kirk, who is a top 3 person who helped Trump get elected, say you put Musk on that list, you put him on that list, you put RFK, say, on that list, because that was a big tipping point when RFK came on this side and came out in Arizona at Charlie Kirk's event, by the way.
Yes.
Just so you guys know, at Charlie Kirk's event. So when you see these things and you're not doing a sweep of, you mean to tell me, find the highest ground to go to the rooftop and just look what is anybody there? Is anybody there? Like, you can't hire 5 people to be at a rooftop to look at the other. I mean, so for us, for example, we're at the Vol Conference. I don't want to publicly show this video, but if you guys want to see this video, go to Circle. I'll put it on the PBD Podcast Circle. When all of a sudden we're in the middle of the event, Vinny, you just sent this to me. Vinny recorded this thing. So we're at the event, and when this event happens, security comes and says, you can't go up on stage. I said, I'm going on stage. So what's your alternative? Well, if you're going to go on stage, we have to bring sheriff, M16 and all. I said, do whatever you got to do. I'm going on stage. Instantly, security alert went up. My kids are walking in the back when we're like, why is it taking so long for us? I just want to go to the bathroom. Totally get it. They got to sweep the perimeter. So they're going out there. They're looking at everything. You saw this right in front of us. I'm in the bathroom with 4 guys around the bathroom with M16s that are, looking around. And then you got these security that are former Delta guys, SEALs, all these guys that are there, Green Beret. It just takes me back. The glass is one. It's a must. The bulletproof glass.
Oh, God.
It's a must to have that. I'm for, because guess what? So you know what people are looking at right now? How many more mentally ill George Zins or crazies like Tyler Robinsons are out there right now? How many?
Unfortunately, way too
one.
many.
No, but it's way more than one today, Tom.
Right, but at any particular
you're right.
moment.
Way too
but
many.
what I'm saying to you is the following. Here's what I'm saying to you. You know Tyler is permanently going to be in the history books. His name is cemented in the history books.
Forever.
Exactly.
Ever.
So think about somebody else is like, okay,
That's it.
I want it as well.
Yeah.
Who's my target? You don't think they're thinking that?
Yeah, they have.
You don't think they're sitting there thinking that? So to me, you know, again, if you can't beat them, mock them, use words. But the ultimate, if you can't beat them, take them out. And now you're seeing this taking place, and more people are saying things like this, where, hey, commenting on this happened, that happened, this happened. Yeah, I don't know. I think right now for me, I'm thinking what Cash's job is with the president to lower the temperature. Even the other day, the president's being asked, so what do you think about Charlie Kirk shooting? He said, don't you love the building that we're building over here?
Yeah.
Look at the structure that we're building. One can only process that in 2 or 3 different ways. One of them is what?
Tone deaf.
Tone deaf cold.
Completely
Right.
doesn't, yeah.
Tone deaf cold. I think that's the 37-second one, right? Watch this.
How are you holding up?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks. They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. It's going to be a beauty.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of that at all. Like,
I'm not
condolences
reading
to your
that much
friend.
into that.
But let me tell you how I process this. I process 2 or 3 different ways. One is tone deaf,
Yes.
which is what you said.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
The other one is show the enemy that I'm not. It's not bothering us. We're
What's
moving
the
on.
third
Deflection.
one? Deflection, distraction. Like, I don't even want to put attention to it because he knows deep down inside. And by the way, you know what President Trump's also probably thinking about? Let me tell you what else he's probably thinking about. And I put myself, 90% is thinking about this. He's sitting there realizing, because let me put it to you this way. You tell me what presidents died that got this level of attention. Actually go back and think about presidents that died. When is the last time a person died in America where you got this type of reception?
MLK, JFK.
No, the closest one is Kobe, is the recent one.
Kobe.
Yes.
Okay? Helicopter crash.
Yeah.
But tell me in our lifetime, 45, 46, 47 years, in your lifetime, what has gotten this Roberto Clemente plane crash, 2,997 hits or 98 hits, something like that, right? He almost had it. Plane crash. Puerto Rican. I think it was Puerto Rican, if I'm not mistaken.
He's going down to help relief.
Munson. Thurman.
the catcher for the Yankees.
For the Yankees, which 1970
Cessna crash?
something. You're right, Cessna crash, right? Or whatever. And I even think he was
flying?
operating.
There's only one that's at this level
Who is
in our
that?
lifetime. That's Princess Di. The world stopped when Princess Diana.
Okay.
Good.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And I'm
like,
with you. You're
yeah,
right.
Okay.
But presidents didn't get this types of attention.
No.
So what does this tell you? President Trump is sitting there saying, wow, this guy's bigger than I even thought.
Yeah. Well,
He himself, I guarantee you, by the way, let me put it to you this way. If right now any living president passed away, I'm willing to bet it's not going to be received the way this was.
I agree.
not even
I agree.
close.
I agree.
So the question becomes, if you know it's this level, do you not think he knows how fast this thing can go? You can't. There's certain things in life you cannot stop. You can't stop wildfires.
Yeah.
You cannot stop a earthquake in the middle of the ocean that turns into a what?
Tsunami.
Guess what, guys? You got 2 hours. Get the hell away from the ocean. It's coming, right?
Yeah.
We've seen these videos.
course.
Families at the beach relaxing. All of a sudden, you see water goes.
Yep.
And guess what? Oh, shit. What sign is that?
Coming back.
Get out, right? Yeah. Their number one job behind the scenes, lower the temperature ASAP. So whether it's Tyler Robinson, his roommate is transgender, we're being told maybe they were dating, maybe this, maybe that. All these stories that are coming out, and here's the governor giving a little bit of an update. Go for it, Rob. This is from Utah.
Some outlets
Spencer
are
Cox.
reporting that the suspect lived with a transgender partner. Is that accurate? And are investigators looking at this part of his life as a possible motivation?
Yes, definitely. And yes, I can confirm that. I know that has been reported, and that the FBI has confirmed that as well, that the roommate was a romantic partner, a male transitioning to female. I can say that he has been very cooperative. This partner has been incredibly cooperative, had no idea that this was happening, and is working with investigators right now.
Okay, so there you have it.
Well,
Adam.
I just want to address one thing about Trump. There's character assassinations, which we see online every single day, every single second. And then there's actual assassinations where you murder somebody in cold blood. There's two people in the world right now, in America, who are very familiar with what's going on here. One is Donald Trump, because let's be real here. If Trump didn't move to the left and look at that graph, we would have a president or a former president whose face got shot off in the middle of public, just like what happened with Charlie Kirk. So if there's somebody that knows a thing or two of what Charlie has dealt with, or Charlie's family has dealt with, it's Trump. The second person, and I just want to just give so much credit and just a massive outpouring of affection to Charlie's wife, Erica. The speech she gave, if you didn't see this speech, it'll make you tremble. She said the cries of this widow will echo through the world like a battle cry. You tell me you don't want to have a wife like that has your back. It is infectious how much she cares and how much she believes in what Charlie's mission was. It's insane. So I just want to take a second for that.
And we had the whole family sitting there watching this. And the way she looked at the camera and the small little story, she says, "Go Ducks." All the little things. It was as if, honestly, it seemed like as if it was her doing a broadcast for only one person, and he was watching, and it's him. That's what it felt like. It didn't feel like she was talking to us. It felt like he's watching from the heavens, saying, "Babe, I'm talking to you."
And what a moment, and in that moment, like when it happened, I kept telling Tom too. I go, what is? Because it was the next day. I go, what is Erica's next day like? Kids, family, media, and that her being able to speak, bro, shows God will never give you anything that you can't handle, and she was living proof of it.
We have our USA merch on vtmerch.com, and here's what we're going to be doing. 100% of whatever you buy with USA on it is going to be given to Turning Point USA and Charlie Kirk. 100%. Great. Whatever you buy with USA on it, 100. I'm not talking 100% of profits. 100% of gross sales that we make of anything with USA Today on it right here, 100% of this proceeds are going to go to Turning Point USA and Erica, Charlie Kirk's family, and everything they have going on. It is amazing that it took one 31-year-old young man, father of two, married to Erica, a man who started Turning Point USA, who had a vision, has gotten America to be proud to become Americans again, got people going back to church again. It is amazing that something like this had to happen for America to get to this point. But God willing, this direction we're going to be going to continues of Americans being proud. Obviously for me, I had him as the most important person in America we're going to have for decades to come. That's what I always said. Every interview I ever did, when people ask me about Charlie Kirk, I said, this guy's the most important voice in America today, because everybody has a certain age. He's 31. He's going to be going for many, many years. But God willing, the younger folks are going to continue to pick up the torch and keep inspiring to do what he did, and maybe even take it to different levels around the world. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.